Today we're in downtown Philadelphia in historic and bustling Rittenhouse Square, about to walk the iconic Rittenhouse Hotel. Our tour guide today is none other than Naveen Kakarla, CEO of Hersha Hotel Management, HHM. We're gonna find out the answer to the question of what's it like to own a hotel in an urban, full-service luxury environment. I know I have questions. Who better to ask than Naveen? And if we're lucky, he'll invite some of his friends. Let's go walk. Naveen,
Teague,
how are you, sir?
welcome
so
to
good
Philadelphia.
to see you.
Welcome
Thank you for
to the
having me.
Rittenhouse Hotel.
Thank you for having me. Beautiful place. Where are we? Tell me where we are.
Obviously in Center City, Philadelphia,
Thank
for
you.
those of you not from here. And just across from us is Rittenhouse Square Park. This has actually become the spot in Philadelphia where if you had to pick a place to live,
This is where I want to be.
So you are looking at the Rittenhouse Hotel. It's really become a place for experimentation, for learning, for team growth, and we've redone so many of the spaces, and I'd love to show you what we have inside.
I love it. Let's go for a walk. This is fantastic. All right, remind me. So who owns this? Who manages this? When did we buy it? What all do we do?
HT owns this hotel.
Thank you.
They started working on it almost 11 years ago, and we as HHM came in as operator and have been here the entire time. And I still remember everyone wondering, what would we do as hoteliers coming into this space in order to almost blow the dust off the rose to bring new life to an opportunity?
It's a little pressure.
It was a little bit of pressure. It was 10 years ago, so we talk about it freely now.
Right. Been long enough. Right.
And what I'll show you is really fun because we found spaces that we turned into new outlets. We kept the refinement and the elegance and the luxury of this space, but in every area where we could have removed something, what I hope you see is we added something, we redid something, we refurbished something, and positioned the hotel as we have it today. So here from the lobby, what we're looking at now is the Mary Cassatt Tea Room. And we serve afternoon tea. One area that I'm going to save, but I'll point out for you, is we've got a library bar. Two things to know about the library bar.
You had
The
me at
first-
library bar.
Which word, library or bar?
Go, bar.
Okay, bar. So one of the favorite topics, of course, in our industry is what do you do in terms of a gift shop? We did something really different. So Kate Egan is a very highly regarded jeweler. And she does beautiful jewelry, had a showroom, she had an international following, and was across town in Philadelphia. So we asked Kate if she would consider partnering with our hotel. Welcome to Egan Rittenhouse. This is our take on a gift shop.
Basically, what I do and what I love to do is helping people buy presents for people they love. So it's really fun to do that.
I'll take a pillow and a flask.
And so we're on the second floor. Our meeting space is on this floor.
How much meeting space do we have?
We have,
And how's the meeting business these days?
you know, the meeting business for weddings, bar mitzvahs, and local gatherings, it's been booked about 3 or 4 nights out of a week. You know, one thing we have is a lot of pianos and harps and, show me the skill. Do you have more?
We'll come back.
You do? Teague, welcome to LaCroix. This is our approach to progressive French dining. So we are probably 5 to 6 days into reopening for dinner.
Oh,
and here we have
timing.
Chef Eric, so let's go meet him.
Chef.
For me, coming up in Philadelphia, LaCroix was always like top level. You know, I had like a spoon with the chef's initials from LaCroix when I was like very new to cooking, and I always aspired to run this restaurant, and we've been around for 20 years, so hopefully we can continue that tradition.
Would you give us a peek in your kitchen?
Yeah, cool.
Let's go. How long were you closed down for?
This restaurant, almost 2 years. I mean, we got through it. We were able to hire a lot of really talented people really quickly, so.
How many folks do you have working in your kitchen?
Right now, roughly 25. Yeah, it was 4 in February.
You know, we have fewer associates, but I'd rather have 5 servers in this restaurant that are just, you know, on it and they're A-level employees than 5 and 5, and half of them are kind of half-hearted. Everybody here is really committed to just be the best, you know, to execute excellently, and we have a great track record of keeping people.
I've actually been here since 2008.
I've been here for 8 years.
29?
We have great success stories in that regard.
What defines luxury to you?
Luxury is not the chandeliers, is not the marble, it is not the all of the drippings and trappings of this place. It is the absence of hassle.
Oh, I think it's intuition. It's the fulfilling the unspoken need, and that way the guests can really relax while they're with us because they know that their needs are being attended to, even the ones that they don't speak into reality, but we're beating them to the punch.
Wait till you see this. There's something for you too. So Teague, welcome to our spa. This is another space that has far more outside traffic than inside traffic. And so I think if you're going to find a position in your community, you need to not just be for hotel guests. You need to be an amenity to your entire neighborhood. We completely redid this. I think a lot of people would have looked at this opportunity and thought they might want to cut. And we actually thought that if we added services, improved its positioning, that it would improve the outcome that it has. And so the space we're about to walk into was completely unused. We added 5 what we call park view suites, and I'm going to show you one of them.
Let's do it.
People spend a lot of time on the rooms, and you'll see that we did too, but we actually wanted to set an impression. This is the most beautiful hallway in Philadelphia, and it sets a tone for the type of guest that would rent this suite. And so what you'll notice when I talk about reclaiming space is every bit of this space had the views that you see. And so the goal was, how can we actually capture the essence of Philadelphia and again be at treetops and experience the square?
And how's it been received?
It's been very well received. They are among the most popular individual rooms. Like, these are probably among the 5 most popular rooms in Philadelphia. It's been written about.
From what was sort of dead, empty space to
now 5 of the best suites in Philadelphia. I did mention to you earlier.
Yeah, when do I get to see the bar?
Let's go now. You want to go now? Let's go now.
Where's the bar?
This was a hallway that ended. The wall was here. And so this is actually a cocktail bar.
This is added space.
This is added space. We actually modeled this after luxury hotels you'd find in Europe. We have many more outside guests than inside guests. People talk about coming to experience the cocktail program, which I'd love to show you.
Oh yeah. Cheers. I'll have a couple. How long have you been here? Were you here before?
I've been here for 8 years. You know, it's one of those jobs where you kind of don't expect to just carry on. It's just like a little side job. And then I had a great mentor, and I just kept moving up, just, you know.
How much is it the building? How much is it the team?
It's the team.
These are sort of laboratories for experimentation. And what happened is one hotel 10 years ago is now 30 hotels across the country.
So I gotta go though, because you and I met you when you first came into this industry, right?
Yes, you did.
And my recollection was you were like, I'm showing up and I'm gonna start a management company. Off record, I thought you were crazy. Thought it was nuts. It's fine. But here we are. You got to tell me how many years later, and we have 200 plus and growing assets under management?
So
unbelievable.
I joined in 2005.
Thank you.
You did tell me I was crazy.
Yep.
It's about the only time I didn't listen to you.
Yeah, well,
thank
probably
goodness.
not. But.
And you know, there was a management company before I joined. What was different was we were about 20 hotels, and we worked with HT as our primary and exclusive owner of hotels. But what I saw was we had so much capability we were building. And I thought we would be a better operating company if we were not working with one owner. We're at about 185 hotels today. We operate in about 23 states. We have 30 independent hotels. We have a very active investment platform. And so as we built it, they really did come.
Go to the people of this, right? I mean, we've talked about the people, we've met the people. It's the people. How hard was that to have to separate from so many of the people?
It's the hardest thing I've ever been through. For me, I realized I'm okay as a wartime CEO or someone in that kind of situation, but it's not what I think I'm the best at. So we made a decision. We went through 3 to 6 months of heartache and started looking in the mirror and said, what are we going to do? And what we did was we really shifted to offense.
Well, in our industry, the secret sauce has always been operations.
But what I believe is that you have to engage in the operations, and the operations have to engage with the owners. And really, it's the complexity and the detail of that relationship. It really has been based on relationships and referrals, and frankly, the people you met today. They're our best calling card.
Naveen, thank you. You're a dear friend. Incredible place, incredible people. I love your story. Thank you for the time. I cannot wait to do this again.
Thank you. It was a terrific afternoon. I loved your insight and your questions. Proud of you, proud of what Teague Walks and Teague Talk, well, everything you're doing has been helpful to our industry, and keep doing it. Thank you for coming up here.
I love it. Thank you, brother. Cheers.
Small cocktail bar that has a list for people waiting to get into it. We do as much outside business as we do inside business, and when you see the space, I want your feedback on how well we used it. We'll have to go the other way for now. And of course.